With hurricane season right around the corner, hurricane hunters will soon fly aircraft like these into tropical cyclones, gathering crucial data for hurricane forecasting. Hurricane season starts June 1st and runs through November 30th. Hurricane hunters are on standby, ready to head out when it's time. Brian Schroeder, a United States Air Force Reserve meteorologist, gave us an inside look at one of the aircrafts that flies directly into the eye of hurricanes. How long is a normal mission, I guess?
A normal mission is averages about 6 to 8 hours.
But Schroeder says some missions could last up to 12 to 14 hours. We took a look at the front of the aircraft where most of the work and number crunching is done.
This here, that's the drop-on tube, and that's where those, like I told you, the Pringle-shaped items are. That goes in that tube. We close that, and those are dropped, and they drop down into the center of the storm. The load master or drop-on operator, that gentleman there, he is responsible for all these drop-ons and collecting that data to send it over to this station over here, which is where I sit as the flight meteorologist.
A drop sonde is essentially a tube full of instruments capable of measuring different atmospheric conditions inside a tropical system.
They'll collect all the weather data using this computer screen here. Again, that's the information that we're getting from the drop sondes that comes across from the drop sonde operator panel. We do a quick check and make sure that data is good to go, and then we use some satellite communications equipment on board here, and we shoot all that information off to the Hurricane Center down in Miami, Florida. This screen here gives us a radar picture, and that's what we're looking at, as well as some information over on this computer to help steer the airplane into the center of the storm. So we kind of get to tell the pilots where to go.
We caught up with Shannon Hales in the cockpit, an instructor pilot and lieutenant colonel with the United States Air Force, who spoke to the importance of their work.
I know a lot of people up the East Coast and along the coastal regions in the South recognize what we do and just know the importance of when we try to get the information out to them that they heed that and evacuate if that's what we're telling them they need to do.
The ultimate goal of the Air Force mission is to gather as much information as possible and send it back to meteorologists across the country so our forecasts keep you safe, especially for those most vulnerable.
If you are in one of those prone areas, and certainly in the Delmarva Peninsula, to be honest, you kind of stick out there like a sore thumb out over the water. So it certainly is prone to flooding. Flooding is the biggest concern. That is the #1 killer in these storms.
And it's not only the Atlantic these hurricane hunters protect. They fly into storms across the eastern Pacific as well and work all year long, working to improve future forecasting.